99 punches in round 3, landing 32. Taylor was 21 out of 41, so very accurate for Taylor. But Pavlik had the control of the round. And Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Championship in rounds have got it 2 rounds to 1, but the all-important points category, 28 to 28, all even, because Jermain Taylor gets an extra point in round 2 for the knockdown. Jim, I gotta tell you, Jermain Taylor doesn't stop straight right hands too well. They all seem to land for Kelly Pavlik, but like Larry Merchant said, this is one great fight. 2 rounds to 1, Kelly Pavlik.
Step. The Pavlik camp has felt that if they can get into the late stages of the fight will be theirs, because Taylor has faded in some fights in the late stages.
Step out. Let him out, Jermain. Let him out. Hey, Jermain, get up. Okay, all right. You all right, boo? You all right? All right.
Once again, Taylor backs into a corner and Pavlik takes advantage. Once again, Jermain fights his way out. This time more quickly, listening to Emmanuel Stewart, who told him, you can't stay back there in the corner. You've got to get out immediately.
Taylor wanted a conventional fighter. Well, he's got one. But most of your best fighters are conventional fighters.
Pavlik was able to back up Miranda, but it looks like Taylor's stronger than Miranda. He can get out of these corners. And, you know, what Taylor should be doing should be taking 2 steps backwards and not even putting him back on the ropes. He should be taking a step to one of the sides and circle him.
But Taylor fights better going backward than Miranda did, so that's not a problem for Taylor, taking a step back and then a step back in.
Hands up.
Good 1-2 for Taylor. Neither fighter has been very liberal with body punching so far, but to the degree that either man has landed to the body, it's Kelly Pavlik with chopping right hand. And there's another good right hand right down the barrel by Pavlik. Misses with the left hook. Taylor comes back with a left and a right. Jermain Taylor was abused in the corners by Winky Wright in their controversial draw in Memphis. Tonight, when he gets into the corners, he's fighting his way out in a hurry. There's a huge left hook for Jermain Taylor in the center of the ring, and his faster hands are still apparent as we reach the end of round 4.
Well, straight up your leg. Kelly, when you got him against the ropes, measure with a jab.
Yeah.
Don't go on throw.
Yes.
Measure,
Still
and come back to the body.
Still double it. Double it, right hand on. Or double it, get to the body. Okay? You're doing fine, baby.
At least slowing down, you understand? Your conditioning is beautiful. And watching his right hand, that's all. You're not getting it for nothing else. Just while you see it again, that can do. Okay. Give me the towel. Towel.
Not many jabs in the fight. Through round 4, Taylor 14 out of 29, Pavlik 9 out of 35. Pavlik slowed down a little bit in round 4, throwing only 66 punches. But once again, Harold Letterman gave Pavlik the round. Generally speaking, he's been able to back Taylor up with his right hands more frequently than Taylor backs him up. Both fighters seem to be scratching to find a new answer now, as they've sort of leveled out with all of the violent assaults that went through the first 3 rounds. It's a little bit more of a boxing match now than was the case early on, Lennox.
Well, and that appears to be in Taylor's favor, isn't it, Lennox?
Yeah, he's doing a great job counter punching, and that's what he's looking to do. He's letting Kelly Pavlik come at him, and he's looking to counterpunch either with the right hand or the left hook. So he's working off of what Pavlik is doing, and he's watching Pavlik's right hand because he realized that's what Pavlik has that's really dangerous, that he needs to be concerned about.
Pavlik gets caught over the top by a right hand by Taylor, but keeps going forward and presses Taylor with his own 1-2. You heard the veteran.
I see Pavlik blocking most of Taylor's punches because they're wider punches, and he has his arms and his gloves up properly. That one got through.
Well, Taylor has that explosive power that can stun you with a punch, and that's what makes him a good fighter as well, because he's able to explode off a punch, hurt you, and then react off of that.
Emanuel Stewart has told Jermain Taylor, watch out for Kelly Pavlik's right hand. And Taylor was able to slip a couple of right hands in the corner there.
You know, we've never seen Taylor been hit by many clean, hard punches. He's taken the punches exceedingly well from a puncher in this fight.
Trickle of blood from Kelly Pavlik's nose. Pavlik sticking the jab, getting more effective in this round with the jab, and has been the case before. Taylor comes back, double jab of his own. Body shots by Pavlik as Taylor comes inside.
Step out, step out.
These rounds are going fast. The intensity of the action carrying us along. 5 rounds in the books already. And the bell sounds here in a matter of seconds. Hard right hand just after the bell by Taylor, and Pavlik reaches out and touches gloves.
Working the show now. You won that round. Give me some ice over here on this eye over here. Okay? You won that round. Just put it back. He's fading. He's fading fast. Get working your golden left arm. Just get to working it. And then when the shots come in, he won't see it. And that was good. After you let him shot all his punches, you finished up coming back, okay? But he's good.
Mike Pavlik, Kelly's father, here from Youngstown. His mother simply will not come to any of his fights. In fact, she's never watched one of his fights all the way through. Says it makes her too nervous. Not something she can enjoy watching. Mike is a
stay on that double jab, though. When
big,
touch
broad,
right
solid,
hand,
Youngstown, Steel Town kind of a guy. Kelly favors his mother. Long, lean.
This must be a pretty good fight, Jim. I've already got 5 dots of blood on my shirt. And it's Pavlik's blood.
Pavlik begins the 6th round searching for a body shot. Harold Ledham agreed with Emanuel Stewart that Jermain Taylor won the last round. Pacquiao Barrera countdown coming along immediately following this telecast. Start to get ready for next week. Good left hook by Jermain Taylor, sneaked past Kelly Pavlik's right hand guard. Good body shots by Taylor there. Probably the 2 best body shots of the fight. Now another left hand lands flush. Pavlik nodding his head as if to say, okay, you're getting through. Now eat my right hand.
And you know, I haven't seen Pavlik go for the body yet. He's just been headhunting, and maybe he should mix up the punches a little.
There's a body shot with the right hand.
He needs to mix up the punches.
I think that right hand about 15 seconds ago got Taylor's attention.
No question. That's why he backed into the corner. Taylor comes back firing with the left again. You heard Emanuel Stewart say, keep working that golden left. They want to win the fight with the jab and the hook. Pavlik gets in a straight right again. Keeps coming.
Pavlik's nose is bleeding a little bit, and what that does, it can bother you a little bit because it bothers your breathing. You can't get enough oxygen. Now you have to open your mouth to breathe through your mouth, so you can see Pavlik's mouth open a little bit, trying to get more oxygen.
Pavlik seems to be winning the boxing contest right now.
He didn't in the last round, but this time he's more resolute and coming more straightforward. More jabs means better boxing.
Do a punch, step, step, step.
Spoke to a member of Kelly Pavlik's entourage this afternoon who said the worst thing that could happen to us is if Kelly breaks his nose and has trouble breathing in the fight. Not, of course, that Kelly breaks his own nose, but that Jermain breaks it with a punch, which is probably what's happened here if it's broken. Certainly it's bleeding.
No. That's it, both of you. Out. That's it, good.
Good left hook by Taylor at the end of that combination.
So far, this is a relative calm after the storm of the first 3 rounds.
Big right hand upstairs by Taylor. Momentarily backs Pavlik off as Kelly was attempting another combination assault.
When Jermain Taylor hits the ropes, it's like something goes off inside his head and said, this is the time to fight.
You're exactly right, Lennox. That is what he's done throughout his career. When he is attacked, he goes to the right ropes and then stands and fires back.
Breathe deep. Put your legs down.
You back him up, good body shots. You just got to keep working. Keep the pace going.
Breathe deep.
Keep the
With your
pace
mouth.
going.
Breathe deep ones. Come on.
Bend your knees a little bit inside, all right? Bend your knees, stand the double jab, and it's easy.
Come on. Big ones.
You're letting him take the lead too much, and right now he's winning the title because he's more consistent than you are. You have to start working your jab or whatever, and try to quit just backing up. He's pushing you straight to the rope. Just get back and start working your jab. You understand? That gives him power.
And here you see Pavlik having Taylor against the ropes, but Taylor retaliating with a couple punches and ending off with a right hand.
Johnny, Jack.
We are halfway through the scheduled 12-round fight. Average punches per round so